I want you to run a thought experiment with me. You disappear tomorrow, completely unavailable for 24 hours. No phone, no email, no Slack. No one can reach you, and you can't reach anyone. What breaks first? I'm Anne-Marie Hurk, Executive Crisis Readiness Advisor. My work sits at the intersection of crisis readiness and governance, specifically decision authority under pressure. This series asks one question: can your organization function without you? And today, I want to walk through those 24 hours without you, not as a hypothetical, as a diagnostic. It's 8 in the morning. Your team arrives. Someone has a question that would normally come to you. They send a message, no response. They wait. They try another channel, still nothing. At some point, they either make the call themselves if they feel authorized to, or they put it aside and hope you surface before it matters. Which one happens in your organization? Noon. Something develops that needs a decision, not a crisis, just an normal operational moment that requires someone with authority to say yes or move forward. Your deputy steps in or tries to, but there's uncertainty about the scope, about whether this falls within what they're empowered to handle. The conversation takes longer than it should. People are careful in a way that costs time. 3 in the afternoon. A vendor needs a response. A partner is waiting on approval. A regulatory question comes in that has a time component. The team roughly knows what you would do, but knowing what you would do and being authorized to do it are two different things. End of day. Review what happened. How many decisions got made? How many got deferred? How many got made by the wrong person or made correctly, but without the authority trail that documents it properly? That inventory, that's your governance continuity gap. Here's what I found. What breaks first is almost always where governance drift has concentrated. Follow the breakage and you find the dependency. Find the dependency and you'll find the gap that needs to be closed before something more serious than a thought experiment surfaces. Because this exact scenario, key decision maker unavailable, team operating without clear authority, decisions being deferred or made informally, is precisely what the first 20 minutes of a serious incident looks like. Except in an incident, stakes are real, the clock is running, and you don't get to rerun it. A cybersecurity breach doesn't wait for you to land. A regulatory notice doesn't pause while your team figures out who can respond. An AI generated deepfake of your CEO circulating on a Friday afternoon doesn't care that you're at a conference. For organizations working towards CMMC compliance, incident response requires designated personnel who can act documented, trained, and authorized. If those personnel can only act with confidence when you're watching, your incident response plan has a single point of failure. And that failure will surface in an assessment or in an actual incident. One of those is recoverable. So run the thought experiment seriously. You disappear tomorrow, 24 hours. What breaks first? That answer is worth more than any governance framework document you've ever produced because it tells you where the framework isn't actually working. next episode. The one person who already knows the answer to that, and it isn't your CISO.